Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 2 of our Pokemon White Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke. I could not be more excited for this run because we had an incredible start in the previous episode. Now, if you didn't check that out, highly encourage you to do so. Of course, you can tell we've got a pretty good start to our team with Reshiram and Kingler just chilling here. Really excited to jump into this and see what other encounters we might get today. Now, there are a couple things I want to talk about as we make our way through Route 2 here, guys. There are a few battles, of course, to be had. And then there's actually a level cap that we do need to consider. It is level 14, so we're going to have to be a little careful of that. But aside from that, we should be good to go because the first gym is actually very close. And so I'm excited to see how that goes. Hopefully, we might even be able to do it in today's episode. We'll see. I don't want to make any false promises, but I am very excited to see how far we can get. Now, we are not well healed up at the moment, I'm noticing. I just jumped into this. I hadn't recorded for a day or two. And so we should have checked that first, but it's fine. We're all good. It's good. We have D-Rage on this. We should be just fine. Now, the things that I want to talk about are in relation to the new series that I kind of teased at in the first episode. I talked about having a link where you guys should be able to throw in some Pokemon ideas, things like that. I'm in the midst, hopefully by the time this goes up, it is live. And if it is, it will be down below. The way that we are going to do this, and I cannot wait. I'm working to make sure, first and foremost, that it works. But I want to start at the very beginning of Pokemon. So we are going to hopefully start with Pokemon Blue. That's the goal. Now, what we're going to do is basically have you guys as subscribers fill out and create as many Pokemon as you would like with randomized everything. You can make them basically, I say everything. In Gen 1, there's really not a whole lot to randomize, but there are moves that can be randomized, that kind of thing. And my goal is to gen those in to Pokemon Blue, and then randomly, as we catch Pokemon throughout, sort of replace those with the Pokemon that you have suggested. So you will be able to give it a nickname. We'll be able to thank each and every one of you who's gifted a Pokemon to the series. It will be as part of the form. You kind of tell me who submitted it. There are some stipulations. Most of those are laid out on the form, and the form does work. I've already tested that piece of it, and I've created that. Basically, anything that is not derogatory or rude in any way will be totally viable. And I've already kind of limited the options to Gen 1 only stuff. So like you can only provide a Gen 1 Pokemon for us. But the idea is that I will gen those into a box of Pokemon and then be able to swap those out, which I'm really excited for. I think it's going to be really fun. Now, there are a few things that I have to note. The first episode of that, I will kind of have to jump ahead a little bit. Because I'm going to have to get to a point where I can catch a bunch of Pokemon and then basically use PK Hex to swap them with whatever the actual suggested Pokemon is. We also have to have time, of course, for you guys to provide some Pokemon ideas. So this goal is to kick off 2025. That's kind of what I want this to be. And so I want the rest of this month, the next couple weeks, to be focused mainly on providing those Pokemon for us. So I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. Again, they can be your creations, and we actually get to thank you and nickname them the whatever you want them to be. Like, I think there's a lot more fun to it. I'm going to call this a sublock, for lack of a better term. However, I will say technically anybody can go through and submit a Pokemon. So I don't want it to be like, it's not just subs, but obviously the focus is to bring subscribers into the fold a little bit and get your Pokemon ideas as part of that series. So all that to say, guys, there will be a little video on kind of how to do it and what to expect out of that. Porygon too. But I am really stoked for that idea. I think it's going to be really fun. Ideally, what we will do is go through each and every generation that we can with, you know, basically Pokemon that you guys have created. So I'm really excited to see how that turns out. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. And of course, dude, her team is like kind of stacked. And of course, it will give you guys more of a chance to be a part of the series, which I think is fun. Couple other things, actually big things. As of this recording, which is actually a day or two in advance of the actual release, we beat Bianca, by the way, pretty easily. We have officially become a YouTube partner. Guys, we officially did it. I can't believe that. That is incredible. I can't thank you all enough. Like, you guys have made this possible. We have finally reached the goals that we set out for ourselves by the end of the year, and we did it just before the end of the year. And so we are on schedule, kicking some butt, guys, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you all so much. That does mean there are going to be some monetization opportunities moving forward that I cannot wait to share with you guys. I've already submitted basically membership ideas that I would love to incorporate. But that does have to get approved, of course, by YouTube. One of the things that I plan to do is create, where's the old rod? I know we can get an old rod in here somewhere. We'll just explore for a minute. But one of the things that I really want to do is incorporate that physical proxy card that I've kind of hinted at already as well, as a giveaway for the first month. Now, I want to do that every month for top tier members. And so I'm really excited to see if that's something you guys are interested in. If not, it's totally fine. But I think it could be a really fun idea, and it gives you guys something physical as like a keepsake of membership and that kind of thing. There's a lot that I need to do still for getting that membership stuff on the actual docket. So like, I do have to, like I said, get through the approval process, of course, and then actually finalize a few details there. But I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to be really fun. And it's honestly, again, thanks to you guys that any of this is possible. I would love to start getting a little bit of like, I don't want to sound money grabby or greedy or anything like that, but there's a lot of effort that goes into this particular channel. And while I am just happy to be here and to be able to do this, I also recognize that like it's a lot of time. And so to be able to get some kind of monetary, gains back would be incredibly helpful. And it really just sets like a precedent of like, hey, this is truly something that people care about and people want to be a part of. And so that's my hope, is that we can do that. We are not going to do that yet, because I definitely know that there is a battle there to be had, and I'm a little worried about it. So we can't go there. Hi. I thought we got the old rod in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh. I guess perhaps I am wrong, which is fine. Yeah, I can't go there. Okay. Maybe over here. Oh, there's an item over here. I'll take that. A light clay. Okay. That could definitely be helpful, especially if we get like a screen setter or something along those lines. Like, I will take it. So let's head to the east very quickly, because if I'm not mistaken, do I have to talk to you? Also, I'm very sorry if I sound stuffy, but I'm stuffy. I don't know what it was. I woke up this morning just not feeling 100%, and then realized like the back of my throat was kind of stinging. And I think it's just weather change, because it's been so up and down lately here. But it definitely is kind of taking its toll. So we'll see how things progress, but I'm fingers crossed it's not like turning into anything too crazy. There's a quick attack. Totally fine. Let's C-Rage it up. I mean, it's just too good. Like, Reshiram this early is insane. Ooh, I might have to sneeze. Oh, please don't sneeze. I don't want to sneeze on camera. It's terrible. It's a little embarrassing because I sneeze a lot. I think my record... Here's a question of the day. How many times have you sneezed in a row? Mine, I believe, is 14. Which, for the record, is not a good record. It shouldn't be 14. That's not healthy at all. I don't recommend it. Definitely don't recommend it. So I think we get a gift Pokemon here, which is actually really exciting, and it's going to help us out a lot with this gym battle here. And I think we might have to do the battle with, what's his face? You know who I'm talking about. Slow start. We might have to do the rival battle first. We'll see. We'll see. It's fine. I am really stoked about this series, though. Again, this one, if you didn't watch the first episode, again, please go check it out. But this was definitely a series that I didn't expect to do, but I was thinking about in the back of my head as like a future thing. I was thinking 2025, I'd start this, whatever. So I hadn't really made any graphics for it. And then we unexpectedly lost the Pokemon Violet Wonderlock And after that, I was like, you know what? I don't feel like continuing that Wonderlock, only because if we lose, we lose. Like I need to stick with the loss. Ooh, that's not good. So we'll swap to Brianna here. And so I felt like, okay, I need to honor the loss, even if I don't want to, and instead start something new. And I'm really glad to say this was on the list as something I've been wanting to do for quite some time, because I feel like I've never done this game justice on this channel, or this generation, I should say. They're really hard. These are some of the harder ones to Nuzlocke, in my opinion. No, I don't want to forget. Keep old moves. There we go. Give up. Thank you. Beat Youngster Joey. I like that little callback. That's phenomenal. Let's go in here really quick and grab you. So we actually get 2 encounters here, I think, because I believe this guy gives us one. We received a Baneri. Is it actually a Baneri? Would love to give you a nickname. It is. I don't love Baneri, if I'm going to be honest, but it is a new Pokemon for us. Whoa, that was weird. I don't know what the heck just happened. Whoa, no. What? No, what? I didn't. That's so silly. Okay, well, this is definitely an accident. Well, that was weird. I don't know exactly why that. Oh, maybe we can't get this yet. Okay. I don't know exactly why I didn't hit anything. It just said that was weird. I think I kind of messed something up there. That was totally my fault. We don't have a nickname for the Baneri currently, but we will. Once we get to a nickname raider, we will obviously change that. Right now, I'm going to leave it on the team. I recognize technically that's like against the Nuzlocke rules, but I'm going to go ahead and say we were going to nickname this one Catherine. And so I'm going to put it on the display as Catherine. We have Catherine to Gold. And Catherine, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. And here we go. So, I mean, at this point, guys, I think we just head in here. Again, level 14 is the cap. So as we go into the gym, we have to keep ourselves 14 or below. Now, once we're in the gym, we are good to go. We can run with 14 or higher if we level up in the gym, but it's only if we level up in the gym. Some people do if you face the gym leader at level 14. So like there is some discrepancy perhaps there. But I generally say if you enter the gym at that level, you're fine. Just to be somewhat reasonable. We're gonna vice grip this thing. I am a little concerned because this thing is gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be a Stalmon. For sure. There's the wish. Psywave. Thankfully, dude, this thing is up to full health once again. All right, I'm speeding up only because I know this is gonna take a while, but there we go. We should get this now. That's actually really good that Lexi was able to take this thing down, no problem. That's awesome. 494 XP. That is so much. At this stage in the game, that's quite a lot. There is the Swoobat. Also don't love this thing, but let's throw Baneri out first and then maybe switch into Brianna. Excuse me, Catherine. Sorry, Catherine. I'm very, very sorry, but we will make sure we get you in here as a Pokemon. That was so silly. I was literally looking at Catherine's name. I'm like, that's the perfect name. It's a female, it's a Baneri. Catherine sounds great. Like, on it. And then accidentally, I guess I hit a button. I don't know. That seems silly, but here we are. All right. Gust, fine. We just derage. Get it out. That's it. Easy enough. Now, I don't think we did type themed gyms in the randomizer, so these gyms are going to be completely whatever we find. Oran berries are great. We're going to distribute those as we can. But of course, first we will heal up. And then really, guys, it's just the gym. I think we just go for it. I would love to heal my Pokemon. Thank you so much for the opportunity. All right. Very good. We hope to see you again. I would like to not have to, but it's fine. Oran berries. We have 3. That is exactly the number that we need. So let's take a page out of Rad Red's book and make sure that we always have Oran berries, or at least something reasonable attached to our Pokemon, because it never hurts. Now, It's gym time, baby. Let's go. So I'll be waiting for you inside. Let's go. Here we are. So I think there's like a quiz thing. Is that what's going on? I'm Clyde. Hello, Clyde. We got some fresh water. Heck yeah. All right, sick. Oh, that's not what I meant. Hi. There we go. It's not even like a quiz. We just have to. Okay, I can't. I was curious if I could finagle my way around. I was just curious. I was gonna battle him regardless, but like, you know. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see what we can do. Dratini to kick off. Definitely a cool Pokemon. You know what I'd love to do is play Nuzlocke Bingo, where like, I don't know, like you have a little bingo card basically throughout, and so like you catch a legendary Pokemon as like a bingo space, or you, I hate that this thing, it's really annoying. Or you find like a full odd shiny and that's like a bingo card space or whatever. I feel like that'd be a really fun like mini game to play while we are doing this. Maybe I'll incorporate that as like a download or something. That'd be really fun. All right, I'm gonna go heal up only because we are parried and that's really annoying. Do this, gonna speed up obviously, because we don't need to, we had to go see her again and nobody wanted to do that. All right. Guys, I will say as we do round out this 2024 year, I know it has been one heck of a year for quite a few people. I know it's been stressful in ways. I know it's been busy in other ways. I know some people have had to deal with a lot in 2024. And so I want to encourage everybody as we do finish out this 2024 season to hopefully enjoy the rest of the year and do your best to spend some time with friends and family. I know part of the reason I want to get a little bit more ahead and things like that is so that I can just sit and focus on my family during this upcoming season. I've been really loving, my daughter is really into playtime right now. And so she and I play every morning before she goes over to her grandmother's house for the day. And then in the evenings, all three of us, my wife included, we'll just sit down and play. She loves the Grinch right now. So we kind of did like a Grinch themed Christmas, which I'm really excited for. And so we've just been able to really like, just enjoy the fact that she's here with us and we get to spend Christmas and like, hopefully she enjoys it a bit more this year because she is a little older. I say a little older. She's a little over 1. It's not like she's old, but you know, she's picking up on things and enjoying things a bit more. And so I'm really, really excited to see how things go. Now, I understand not everybody celebrates Christmas. That's totally fine. Whatever you celebrate obviously is great. I encourage you to have a great time with it. And really celebrate that time and enjoy that time. Don't watch my content. Instead, hang out with your family. I mean, I would appreciate it if you would still watch the content, but like, we don't have to. All right, guys, I think this is it. I am going to play it somewhat safe here, and we're going to throw Brianna out front just so we can kind of have a smooth sailing of this first gym, hopefully. Now, hopefully we are also going to see where I messed up in layout because I don't have the badges on the layout, but it's fine. It'll be all right. Yeah, that was just a mistake because I literally like whipped this layout up real fast, solely because I just didn't have a whole lot of time. And so I really, really pushed this one out and completely forgot to do the badges. And so my bad, but I mean, you guys kind of know where we're at and all that stuff, so it's not a huge deal, but I do feel a little bad about that. But D-Rage should just be the answer for pretty much everything. Supersonic, we avoid it, thank goodness. So I assume a potion is probably coming this, yeah. So I'm actually gonna Fire Fang first here. Excuse me. All right, well, that just did enough anyway, so that's great. Drifloon, fantastic. So again, we just D-Rage. When you've got D-Rage in the early turns of the game here, guys, it's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. If you've never done a Nuzlocke, first of all, I highly encourage you to do a Nuzlocke. It's an absolute blast. It's a great way to enjoy the game if you do want a bit more difficulty. Wow, this thing is really annoying. Especially if you do want like the really difficult extra challenge, do a hardcore Nuzlocke. It makes it way harder. But on top of that, if you've never experienced a Nuzlocke or a hardcore Nuzlocke with a Dragon Rage user at the very beginning, or even like a Sonic Boom user, something that does a set amount of damage, it's pretty great. Because you always know what you need to do. It's just always good. But guys, the first gym badge has been acquired. Let's go. Oof, love it. That was such an easy time, if I'm honest. We get Frost Breath. That is a great TM, actually. I will take it. So TMs are randomized, just for the record. Compatibility is also randomized. So I don't necessarily know what Pokemon will be able to learn that move. But regardless, I mean, we'll have a good time with it. So, all right. Okay. I will happily follow you. Now, I might be wrong, but I think we have to go to the right or to the east one more time. And I think we have to battle Team Plasma and save the mana or whatever. Am I wrong? Oh, this is the hidden machine. Phenomenal. So one thing I believe I don't want to say that yet. That might also be random. I normally turn full compatibility on for HMs because it just makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to like stress about who can learn what. But if Baneri can learn this, or excuse me, Catherine. Okay, I think we do have full HM compatibility on. We'll see. But I mean, this is stab on Baneri. This is actually pretty good. We'll just get Foresight out. So this actually does open up an encounter for us in the east because the Baneri Catherine, I'm so sorry. I'm going to mess that up so often. But Catherine was a static encounter. So it does not count, in my way of playing Nuzlocke, it does not count as a new, or as an encounter here. It was a gift. But there we go. So now I believe Team Plasma shows up, but more importantly, we get an encounter. And baby, I'm so stoked about that. Hi. There's the mana. I think it's mana. It might be Musharna, but no, I think it's... There he is. Look at him. All right, let's go. And there's Team Plasma. We knew they were going to happen or show up here. Let's see also. I do want to check out. I'm not paying attention to what I'm typing and I'm so sorry. All right, hardcore level caps. Let's find black and white. Level 20 is our new level cap. That's important to know. I kind of wish we had our Lexi out front, but it's totally fine. One thing I haven't decided on yet, and I usually lean towards it at some point, so I probably will in this one. I haven't done the rare candy trick in this run yet. I think I probably will end up doing it. Excuse me, but for now I don't really need to. We're in the early stages of the game. It's not going to make a huge difference. Oh, I should have healed up. I mean, we'll be fine, but definitely should have healed up. 316, and there we go. Brianna is just a big red button of destruction, man, and I'm so stoked about it. I will say the music in this game, on point. I mean, you know that meme with Rowlet against Groudon? I feel like we're on the other end. It does have Intimidate. That's a pretty good ability, I'm not gonna lie, but Firefang should just, I mean, you know, I'm honestly really happy too that we got a neutral nature on this thing. I think that's so helpful. Oh, it's the Sage. I forgot about the Sage. Two of them. No, it's the same one. He's just magic and special. There's Musharna. Very good. I don't really know what they are. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't understand Mana and Musharna. Excuse me. All right, so here's the deal. We definitely want to get an encounter here, duh. But we also want to check out items because items are randomized, guys. They could be anything. And if we can get a good item, like a Master Ball, that would be real sick. I'm gonna throw Catherine. I remembered this time. I'll throw Catherine out front, and then we're gonna go over here. All right, encounter already. That was super quick. Ooh. This is really good. I don't know how easy it is gonna be to catch, but it's very good. We definitely have to swap into Lexi here. We cannot stay in with Catherine. No doubt. There's the Nightshade, sure. The good news is what we can do is once we get to a point where we're happy with the HP on this thing, we should actually be able to just swap into Catherine and kind of not worry about the damage it can do. I'm gonna bubble a couple times here. So there's our Orin Pop. I want to at least get this thing into the yellow. Okay, we can survive one more Nightshade, so I think we go for the extra bubble. Speed fell. Oh, it goes for Leer. Then I'm gonna go for one more bubble. But I think at this point, we're gonna need to swap out. Yes. All right, perfect. Yeah, so I'm not gonna risk it. We are gonna swap into Baneri here just to avoid, because Nightshade doesn't affect it. And so we are actually very safe to just keep throwing Pokeballs. And I'm so glad I stocked up on a few because this thing might actually be a little tricky to catch. It is fully evolved. It's a Dusk Noir. We do have an Ultra Ball. I'm gonna try for a Pokeball first. Let's just see if we get lucky. Who knows? I doubt it, but you gotta try. If we can get it with a Pokeball, that'd be awesome. I'd love to save the Ultra Balls for like a good legendary encounter. Who is the Pokemon master here? I think it's me. That's all I'm saying. That's so good. Okay. Heck yes, dude. I cannot wait to see what the ability on this is. All right, so we are gonna nickname this thing, and I'm not gonna mess up this time. We're gonna play it safe and not hit the wrong button. We're gonna nickname this thing Neos, and this is for DM Neos, 25. Neos, thank you so much for being a subscriber. I really do appreciate it, my friend. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. And I can't wait to see how you fare on the team. Having a ghost type is very, very, very good. The Pokemon moves after all other Pokemon do. Well, that is terrible. It's really good for disable. But it's mostly just going to be a wall, which is fine. It's a good Pokemon regardless. Stall is just like a really bad ability. It's really bad. I'm gonna speed up through this because really I just want to grab a few items here before we end. If we can't get through there, that's totally fine. All right, let's see what we can find. Repels. Repels would be a good strategy at some point. I always forget about the usefulness of repels until like the very end of a run, which is such a mistake because they are very helpful. A Dusk Stone, that's not bad. It'll allow us to evolve a few Pokemon potentially, so I will happily take that. An Armor Fossil, that is a different fossil. We did pick up a Helix Fossil already, both of which are viable for us. We can turn those into Pokemon. And a Twisted Spoon. If we do find ourselves a Psychic type, that is excellent. Man, what a great episode, guys. We got our first gym badge. We got 2 new Pokemon on the scene. Oh, we could have had a Ninetales. I actually really like Ninetales. We already have a fire type, of course, but I mean, it is a Ninetales, so can we run? That'd be great. Awesome. All right, guys, what a productive time. Do we need to talk to you, by the way? All right, cool. Guess not. Let's head back out, guys. Let's heal up and let's call this episode number 2 done. This was so productive. We got the first gym badge, no problem. We've got some incredible Pokemon on the team, albeit less incredible abilities, but that's fine. And guys, we are going to continue on in the next episode, hopefully getting some more new encounters. If we can fill out the team, I would be eternally stoked. But really at this point, it's just about making some progress, getting and seeing what we can find. Regardless, guys, I again will have a link down below for those Nuzlocke submissions. I do have to do just a little bit of testing to make sure that it will work, but I'm optimistic at the very least. And after that, we'll see what happens. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be a really good time. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you all so much for making this whole monetization process possible, making this channel possible, and just enjoying the content. We'll obviously be doing some incredible new stuff very, very soon. But until then, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you again very soon.